Welcome along to the EXFL Tier 2 Season 6 Miami Grand Prix. We're here for round 5 of 22 of Tier 2, and I am F1 Union, your main commentator for tonight. And in the commentary box, joining me again after a week off absent, is ETE Nico. Nick, how are you? We shall indeed. We're just waiting for the drivers to join. We've got pretty much the majority. Got 5 minutes before we have to ready up. Should be expecting. Well, I don't know actually. It's a bit of a varied one this time, but we've got 14 at the moment, and I think it should be around 17, 18. Been keeping good attendance so far this season. I think actually Miami was the worst Grand Prix last season in terms of attendance, only 11. But I think besides that, I think every Grand Prix had at least 13 or above. But so far this season, it's been really good, having like 18, 17, something like that. So yeah, keeping it up. And yeah, pretty much I'll go through the grid for now until we have to ready up. So we've got both Williams drivers once again hoping to get their season back on track after the highs of Bahrain to the lows of every other track that's come after it. A Williams DNF in every single race since then, I think. They'll be hoping to get more points on the board to challenge the likes of Ferrari and Red Bull. Cosmic Master missed a race, has potential to score some points, has scored some points, I believe, and has the potential, I think, to do well today, I think. And Sin Icon getting a second win last time out in EXFL Tier 2 in Baku. Swaggy Kiki, podium already so far this season. Let's see what he can do. And Erosia, probably the biggest driver to watch heading into Miami after a great strategy last season. Having confidence before the race this season. Let's see what he can do in qualifying and the race. One-time winner, of course, won the opening round. Let's see if he can get his second this season. Callum, Mercedes, his teammate should be arriving soon. Frosty Life got pole last time out and the season open as well. Mercedes will be hoping to get some more points on the board after a strong finish in Baku for Frosty Life. Smithy scored points in every single round so far this season. He'll be hoping to make that 5 out of 5. And then come the two McLarens, the all-new McLaren lineup after Warren has sadly left the league. Evan promoted after he got his P5 finish on debut in the McLaren, and Billy alongside him. Nathan, the other Aston Martin, will be hoping to get some more points on the board. Bit unlucky so far this season. Let's hope he can be on the better side of the grass in terms of luck. And then Bratty Terra, second, third, fourth and fourth so far this season. Been very consistent, but when will that first win come? Will it be tonight? And then we got the championship leader Bram, leads by 9 points ahead of Bratty Terra after a pretty terrible race in Azerbaijan. The gap has been reduced, and his teammate Samuel Drake Lee, after issues in Azerbaijan for his debut in Tier 2, he's looking very strong here tonight to maybe get Ferrari back to the top of the Constructors' Championship. We've still got 14, so we're still waiting on a couple. 2 minutes before we ready up, and I'll send the stream to announcements. Any drivers actually, yeah, Nick, what's your top 3 prediction for qualifying? Dutch Dodo, interesting, very interesting. He's been struggling, but he does have good pace. And yeah, speaking of Frosty Life, even though it's unofficial because we are missing a few bits of data from Season 1 of tier 2, I think it's safe to say, he beat the pole record of this tier last time out in Azerbaijan, getting his 10th pole position. Don't leave the session, there we go. Getting his 10th pole position, breaking a few records actually from that one race in terms of podiums, races, fastest laps. he'll be hoping to get another win. Obviously, he got his one win last season in USA, probably his strongest track. We'll see. We're pretty much on the opposite side from Texas, maybe more towards the right of the country. But yeah, Miami. Let's see how Frosty Life does here after being in Tier 1 in Miami last season, not struggling quite a bit due to the assist restrictions. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Frosty Life behaves around this circuit. Right, we've got 15 at the moment. I believe some others should be joining, but one quick final check, and I hope everyone's having a good evening. If it's 15, fair enough, but there should be others. Nope. Alright, who are we missing then? No AlphaTauri drivers. I've invited Carbro already. Oh, Luca never changed his like. So yeah, I think we can ready up. Is George here? No, George isn't here. It's weird. Right then, dry qualifying for the Miami Grand Prix. And the 18 minutes should begin shortly. Yeah, Matt can't hear you on stream, Nick, because you haven't talked in like 5 minutes. You can talk now. Wait, Nick, are you there? There you go.
I'm here.
Okay, George just woke up. Great. Indeed, Will. Indeed. Right. George should be joining soon.
It's not very nice.
Indeed, Will. What were you think? No, not that. The other thing.
It's kind of sad.
Right then. Right.
I've seen what you said.
Really don't. I agree with that. Yeah, exactly. Right then. All good. Right then. You can hear the engines firing up. Who's going to be first to leave their garage and head on to the track? 21 corners of the Miami Street Circuit in the Gardens, and I think that is an Aston Martin heading out. First of Nathan, yes. So into turn one, right in the pit straight. Bit of a wide exit from the white line there. But yeah, as they all head out onto track, we've got a Ferrari, Red Bull, and Mercedes following behind. Of ACFC Callum, and I think it's right to give a bit of a shout out, not to Callum, but mainly to his friend Tom, who sadly took his own life last week. He asked if I could mention him on the stream, and our dearest wishes are to him and his family. We wish them happy times throughout their grief and hope that he's in a better place. And Callum racing for him tonight, sponsoring the number 59 in honour of his friend, and special helmet running as well. And I think it's only right, Nick, if we take a lap through with him whenever I ask you to always do a lap. I think it's only right to do one with Callum.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, so he's just warming up the tyres now, heading into the last sector. We've got nearly everyone on track, bar Callum's teammate actually, Frosty Life, who's in the pit lane. And yeah, Callum just getting ready now, heading through, I guess, the actual only final corner you have to worry about. But then again, the two left-right kinks do have a bit of thinking process to do. But yeah, Nick, take it away.
Will do. Now, like you said, into the final of corners that you really need to worry about. But then we come through to turn 19 and then across the line, very diagonal on the straight. But now we come up to turn 1, braking at the 100-meter board, making sure to clip that apex nicely. He does that very well. Then into turn 2, 3, and then of the long turn 4, making sure not to lose the back end. Then braking at the black box on the right hand side. We come into 5, 6 of the tricky S section, a little bit wide, but he keeps it valid. And then through to the stadium section. And then as we come onto the back straight for the most part, while we weave through past the palm trees of Miami. Through past turn 10, then into the heavy braking zone of turn 11 underneath the Emirates Fly Better billboard above. And then into the second of the stadium sections, taking a nice wide line to get the exit. Maybe a little bit too much understeer through there, unfortunately. Then into the tricky chicane, making sure, not the greatest. The car just isn't behaving as he would like it. But then we head on to the final of the back straights with a dash of DRS to the line, hitting over above 200 miles an hour. Then coming into the braking zone, 208 miles an hour, heavily on the brakes. He makes a corner very nicely, making sure he gets a beautiful exit. Then through turn 18 and then 19 to finish a lap of the Miami Grand Prix.
130.611 then for AFC Callum. Sin Icon has gone 7 tenths quicker, and Swaggy Kiki goes another 7 tenths quicker, as he is just only about 7 hundredths off Bramniet Lang, setting the pace, and Sam goes even quicker by about 3 tenths. I'm just going to try and get George in as the other Red Bull of Bratty Terror goes ahead of his teammate. Because he says he can't join. There we go. Right. Hopefully that works. Right then, Ferrari leading the pace then. Swaggy, always up there. There we go. There's George. So we should have 16. That's good. 12 have set a lap time as the Dutch Dodo and Smithy now split the Red Bulls. 29.0. But yeah, that's a really good lap from Sam to start off the pace. But we're still waiting for the likes of Frosty Life, who's still in the pit lane, who's just only come out now of his garage, and Herosia, probably the two biggest drivers to watch at the moment, as we're also waiting for George as he's in the pit lane there. But every driver has, bar them, set a lap. Evan, slowest of all at the moment, he'll have to go again. I think he messed up somewhere. But yeah, Nathan's got to find a bit of pace to get into the top 10. Logan only putting his Williams in 10th at the moment. Billy up to 9th, good showing from him. And yes, Callum did say before qualifying that he has found some confidence around this track. So what was your prediction, Nick?
I believe it was Frosty Life, Bram, and the Dutch Dodo, if my memory serves me correctly.
Interesting. Right, well, Sam's going to have an answer to that, and probably Erosia too, as he's on the medium compound tyres, is the Alfa Romeo, to match his yellow helmet. So he's going to start his lap now. And Nick, do you want to do it again?
Absolutely. Let's just pick up on him. It's turn 1 we go. Then through to turn 2 on the medium tyre, as per usual, but he's actually set a lap this time, unlike Australia. And then as we come through into turn 5, the tricky S section, very perfectly gets onto the curb, hooks the car, a little bit of understeer, but still keeps on circuit. Hopefully not losing a lot of time, as he should be able to gain a lot on the soft tyre run later on. And then as we wind our way through turn 9, then 10, with the DRS activated, reaching speeds of nearly 211 miles an hour. Really low downforce setup, it seems. And then through the second stadium section, coming up to the tricky chicane, setting himself up all the way through, takes that very nicely. Very, very good job. Underneath the highway above, just passing some traffic there, the Williams. Then we activate the DRS at 187 miles an hour. So let's see how fast he can go down this straight. Racking up the speed, 212 miles an hour into a heavy braking zone of turn 17. And get a good exit through turn 18, then 19. Make sure to get that DRS nice and perfect across the line. And it's a 28.825 on the medium tyre.
Goes P5, a second off Sam, but of course, yes, like you say, Nick, the medium tyre. So like we saw last time out in Azerbaijan, we've got to wait for Rosia's true pace on the softs. And Frosty Life is currently getting a tow from his teammate on the soft compound tyres. So this could be a huge gain for Mercedes. The team play down for the German sponsored team into the technically final corner for Frosty Life. Now he's just got the 2 kinks to go. So he's got a 27.860 to beat. He crosses the line. It's actually not the greatest of laps to compare against it, but it's still P4 for a 28.5. But that's still exactly 7/10 off P1. As I think seeing P1 just exit now. Yeah, Sam. German sponsored team. The German team, should I say. Right. Sin Icon, last week's winner, down in P10 at the moment. Just dipped into the 29s, as I think he's started a lap. Could be wrong, but yeah, a lot of traffic on track. Wouldn't be surprised if we get a few blockings happening. But yeah, Callum was trying to help there, I think, with Frosty Life, and I think he did just that. Because obviously there's only about half a tenth in it between him and Bratty, and that might have helped him. Is this more team play between Ferrari now? Sam gets out the way for Bram. And Bram now, let's see what he can do towards the end of the second sector. Don't actually know where the end of the second sector is. It's probably after these couple corners. But yeah, getting right up close to the wall now. Through the chicane, making sure not to invalid. Riding over beautifully. Twitching the car a little bit through turn 18. But now he's found 4/10. So this should surely put him on provisional pole. Probably into the 27.7s or even 6s. But now, foot flat to the floor. Staying on the right hand side. Heavy braking after you see the Aramco banner. Now just avoiding the curb. Want to hold it out wide. And now through the final 2 kinks. Bram, championship leader. Across the line. Has he snatched pole back from his teammate? Yes, he has. 27.7 by a 10th and 1,000th ahead of his teammate. So now he is the one who is setting the pace. He is the one they have to beat. And he is the one that Sam may get another slipstream from if Ferrari are being equal with this and giving each other the tow. So, Swaggy. Has he... Did that just say he's found 4/10 in the first sector?
It has,
oh my lord.
Indeed.
Swaggy Kiki. Maybe Miami is his secret track where he can absolutely exploit that Aston Martin to the top. He's found nearly half a second in the first sector, which could get him level with Sam. And if he keeps it together, which he has done in the middle, let's see how far he's up. 9! Nearly a second! Swaggy Kiki.
I was so close to putting him in my top 3 as well. I'm regretting this decision at the moment.
He could absolutely destroy the opposition if he keeps it right into this final corner, which he has done, making sure not to lose the rear. No understeer, looks all clean. Just get it across the line. Swaggy Kiki never had a pole position, crosses the line. 27.0 for the Aston Martin.
7/10.
Where did that come from? What a lap from Keanu.
Oh,
Bro, I didn't think that was in the script. No one saw that in the script. No one, I don't think anyone predicted that. Wow. So unless the track has had some kind of mega evolution over the past 30 seconds, Swaggy Kiki has just probably delivered the lap of the season so far.
Sam, unable to get a lap in. I'm pretty sure he had an outlap, had to bail, and then he's bailed again. So he's now starting another lap. I think the 3rd lap, or 3rd push lap on those tyres.
Right, I think Hirosia put the soft compound tyres on and had a moment. Either that or the timer's recording his outlap. Depends if he goes in the pit lane. No, I think he's genuinely going to start a lap now on the soft compound tyre. So he may be the only challenger to Swaggy, but That's a blinding lap from someone who, no offense, but someone who we don't usually see at the top as much, who's been slowly but like quietly but surely making his way up the pack. Like I said, he got a podium in Australia and in Japan last season. He's been slowly here and there, had a bit of unlucky moments, but that is something else. That amazing from him. But anyway, Horosia found 6.5 tenths. So it might not be over for Swaggy at the moment, but Horosia needs to find 1.8 seconds to have a challenge at Swaggy Kiki as we approach 5 minutes, as we have a Red Bull off in turn 5. I think he's just getting out of the way. But now Horosia just needs to keep it cool, calm and collected through the twisty section of the track. So easy to make a mistake, so easy to clip a wall, lose the rear, bounce over a curb and invalidate. But he's keeping the car pretty fluent and pretty symmetrical through those corners, as he's found nearly 9 tenths at the end of the second sector, which will put him, as he hits the wall there a little bit, I want to say 4th. So he needs a good final few corners, and with the soft compound tyres giving it extra traction as Evan goes 8th, that could be just what he needs. Little lock up there into turn 19, but now through 20 and 21 across the line, riding the curb. What has Erosia done? P4, 11 thousandths off the Ferraris.
We just had Samuel go up to P2 there, only improving by 1.5 tenths. So he's got nothing to answer. Nobody has against Swaggy Kiki. That must have been some sort of lap from him.
I genuinely want to check the chat. I want to see his reaction.
Everybody is going mental in the chat.
The thing is, like, fair enough. Like, say if that was from, I don't know, Bram or Frosty Life, we'd think, oh wow, that's such a quick lap. Maybe they're good for tier 1. We've never seen this kind, mainly in qualifying, we've never seen this kind of pace from Swaggy. I just hope it doesn't like have bad implications for the race. I genuinely hope he is up there now with these guys, and not even just for this race. That lap is a testament for the rest of the season to see if Swaggy can do anything beyond that. He must have. When I couldn't believe it when I saw set to 1, he found nearly half a second. I was like, surely that's a glitch. But anyway, his teammate is currently slowest of the runners, so everyone in an Aston sandwich besides George, who hasn't set a lap yet. Ferrari. Oh, Cosmic's lost his front wing, I think. Oh, he's gone right off. Making sure, hopefully not in anyone's way. There's an Aston Martin behind him on a 9-minute lap time.
Oh, God, to have a look at this. That is brilliant.
Right, I think Sam's coming in now. Right, so the top 5 are at least preparing for their final runs with 3 minutes to go. Bratty Terror on an outlap. Noah on an outlap.
A 9-minute lap time.
I have no idea.
You've been out on track since, what, 12 minutes?
It's taken you 9 minutes to like travel 4 miles or something.
Yeah.
That's it. Swaggy's done the Sebastian Vettel in Singapore 2013. He only needs the 1 lap.
He's happy
and
with
he has
himself.
done just that. He does not need to go again. He can save a set of tyres because I don't think anyone is finding nearly 7 tenths.
There's an uproar in the chats. They do not know how he's done it.
What? It's Nathan, right, who has that ERS glitch?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not Swaggy. Okay. Like, I was just wondering, maybe he's used a full 100% in a lap, even though it, like, stops after, like, when it hits 30. Right, George out on track then. Rosie's teammate. Got to get a lap in, otherwise he's starting dead last. At the moment, Logan on a 7-minute 40... Nah, man, this has to be glitched. Crosses the line. I think he's starting his lap now.
Yeah, apparently
so
Brito is on a 4-minute lap time as well.
Yeah, right. Sin Icon found 2 tenths, so that would currently get him up to P9. I shout out to Evan, currently P8, and I think that's where he'll stay at best because he's in the pits with a minute 35 to go. So yeah, that's it for Evan. P8 will be his best starting position if no one else behind him can improve. And Callum would love to start in the top 10. At the moment, he is not on a quick lap, I don't believe. Or if he is, he's not finding pace or time, but maybe he can go again. Right, 2nd to 5th, all on out laps. Bratty Terror starting his lap. His teammate is invalidated. Sin Icon, not been the greatest in qualifying so far. Last week's winner in trouble. So, what about Billy then? Just started his lap, I think. Yes, he has. Right, we'll check back in with the other Red Bull of Bratty Terror. No, he's backed off. 3 seconds down. He's made a mistake somewhere. I think Smithy's just heading into turn 1 now. Right then, Bram has started. Oh, 5 minutes. That's great. Bram has started his final lap now, as has Erosia. Oh, he's actually near the end of it. Frosty Life has just started his, and Sam is about to. Right then, Erosia, one final corner to go. Oh, he's about to start his lap. I don't know, Nick, these timers are so confusing sometimes. So that's it for Noah, who goes 5th. Are you still checking the chats or something?
No, I'm just spectating the lap times at the moment because some of them are like they've started the lap and it says 3 minutes.
Yeah, right. Bram has found just over a 10th. It's a start for the Ferrari driver, but he needs a mega final couple sets. And I think that's Herosia. Oh no! Oh, there's been a collision! Logan and Herosia! And it's given Logan a 5-place grid penalty, and that's ruined Herosia's last qualifying attempt. Something happened there between
Oh,
the
is Bram
Williams and
gonna get
Alfa
held up?
Romeo.
Oh, the Alfa Romeo ducks and dives out of the way.
But he's lost time. He's now down on his time as, yeah, George in the background moves away, so no one is going to stop Swaggy Kiki unless Sam, who's found actually over a 10th and a half. As that's it for Sin Icon. That'll be P11 at best, outside the top 10 for last week's race winner. What about Bram? Can he find any time? He needs to find a couple hundredths to at least be his teammate. Can he get that Ferrari, the championship leader, onto the front row, riding over the curb? No, it's P3 at best. So what about Sam? Has he found any more time in the middle sector? He's found 3/10. It's going to be a hell of a challenge towards Swaggy Kiki's lap, but he needs to find 4/10 in essentially pretty much one corner. That's it for Frosty Life. P5 at best for him. Smithy, P7, I think he'll be happy with that. Bratty Terror's finding time though. So what about Sam? He already knows it's pretty much the front row for him. So close between 2nd and 4th, but he can extend his advantage to the 2nd row onwards, and he crosses the line, and he improves to a 27.3. It's a valiant effort, but not enough to snatch pole position. And we're just waiting for Bratty Terror now. Crosses the line, P8 for the Red Bull, and that is it. Logan will cross into the pit lane, and I think we're just waiting for George, who's got no wing, to cross into the pit lane as well. And for the first time in EXFL Tier 2, Swaggy Kiki is on pole position with a mega lap to take his first pole of Tier 2 and his career. What a lap. I'm not going to lie, I got Hamilton Singapore 18 vibes from that. I'm not, don't know if I was the only one. That is the most unpredictable kind of... I mean, 2nd onwards is predictable, but that's the most unpredictable pole sitter I probably could have guessed. Nick, what do you... sorry, but Nick, before I ask you that, Callum did get into the top 10. That's a great qualifying for Callum to get P10. But yeah, Nick, what do you think of that qualifying lap? From the brilliant Belgium there.
I don't have any.
That's all we can say.
It's not even like all the other drivers had track evolution to their advantage, and like you said, he's done a Sebastian Vettel. He's banged the timing, and he's like, "Nah, it's all right. I've had enough."
He's like, "Yeah, that's good enough." Logan will start this race from last then, as he has a 5-place grid penalty. If you're listening, remember formation lap is off, so you'll be jumped right in. Make sure to do your strategy correctly, and don't press the button to start the race immediately. Oh yeah, Niels, friend to Swaggy Kiki. Shout out to Niels. I'm sure you're very happy for your friend, because the brilliant Belgian is on pole position for the first time in EXFL Tier 2. Let's see if he can translate that into his first win. Right then, we've got quite the race lined up in a bit of an overcast setting ahead of the Miami Grand Prix. Bit reminiscent to last season, where of course had a bit of rain. Not sure if it'll... What do you think, Nick? Any predictions for the weather? Will it get better? Get worse?
I think we probably would have been told by now, so I'm probably gonna say it might get sunnier.
Right then, session will start. Callum's left. If you can get him back in, Nick.
Oh.
Oh, and Sam as
Oh,
well. Oh, we might need a restart. Um,
it seems to only be them at the moment, but I shall
maybe
try.
take a pick of the grid just in case, because it starts now. Like, um, we're restarting. Yeah, we're restarting. So I'm just gonna quickly take a pick of the grid. Um, but yeah, we'll restart. Come on, start already. There we go. Right, got the pick. This isn't the race, so fake news. Logan said to Keanu, "Stop hacking." I guess it's just reminiscent to Saudi when obviously it was unfair for those. Just need to be as quick as we can when deciding these things, and there's no harm in just waiting a few more minutes. Here you go, Nick. If I invite you, then you can invite others as well.
Yep, cheers.
Cool. Uh, well, I didn't hear any reports of rain, so I'll just keep it on overcast. Right then, let's get them in. I mean, to some of them, they'll probably think, "Why is everyone leaving?" But I think they'll slowly realise. I can see a bunch of them in the main menu, so that's good. I think Thieves is coaching Bram again, and probably Crudevez as well. Right, if you want to press spectate, Nick, I'll sort the grid. And if everyone who is listening to the stream as well, pick your car. Is this the grid, Will? Oh, no, that is not. Nope. Why did I ever think that would be the grid? Right, 9 at the moment, right. Sam, Bram, Rosier, Frosty, Noah, Smithy, Bratty, Evan, Callum, there's Swaggy. Logan's last, then George, then Cosmic, then Billy, then Nathan, behind Sin. Okay, that's it for now. 13, waiting on 3 more. If Bratty needs to select his car. Who are we waiting on? Billy, I think. Billy, Cosmic, and someone else. Right, there's Cosmic. Billy and Callum, I think. Cheers to all those waiting. Race will start soon. Ah, there's Billy. 13th. Billy Cosmic. Right, just waiting on Callum then. Who was 10th? And Bram's already gone and asked tier 1 seat for Swaggy. Come on, Callum. Seems like Bram's a bit salty. Come on, Callum. Where is he? Because we restarted because of Callum and Sam as well. So I don't know if Callum's left because, I don't know, there's a power cut or something, but we're going to have to start soon. I think we're ready up in 2 minutes if he's not here. Unfortunately. But we got to get... The show must go on. I believe it is probably a power cut. What was the thing with Unit last week? Was it like electricity or something?
Yeah, power cut.
Yeah. Ah, unfortunate. Right then. Let's ready up. And then... When did I pick up... What?
When did we find Swaggy on his lap?
So I saw him just finish sector 1 and then I had to go into the race director to, like, double check if he had improved by half a second. So when he got onto the straight, pretty much.
Yes, that's what I thought.
He must have absolutely nailed the first, like, corners.
Well, apparently, all the
Because even for
time
tier 1,
gained,
that's a
all
good
the time
time.
gained, it was in the last sector. How do you gain that much
Probably.
time in the last sector? There's only one corner.
No clue. I'm not saying we'll investigate it, but I would like to actually talk to him and ask like what happened during that lap. But you know, those kind of laps can happen. They're very rare, but
Superpowers?
I just
No
think
superpowers.
I just think someone of his caliber, like compared to the guys who you usually see at the front,
Yeah, I mean,
and like he's,
yeah,
you know, constant top 10, but
yeah.
never
He's
like
maybe like
that.
middle of the midfield, top of midfield, like on a good day,
Yeah.
and then he bangs that out to the top, and it's a shock.
Right then. We've loaded in. The drivers are now loading in. They're picking their setups. They're picking their strategy, their fuel loads, and getting all pumped up for the race. Of course, once again, no formation lap. Thanks to everyone who's stuck with at the moment. And there we go. There's the countdown until we get the delayed 5 lights, because it always happens. Like a couple seconds after, we will be away into turn 1. It will be Swaggy with no one in front of him for the first time in his Tier 2 career, and alongside him, Sam in his second Tier 2 race. He brought the pace, wasn't enough to challenge Swaggy, but the race is a completely different aspect. There's the strategy for you. There are the lights coming on. 3, 4, 5. They're away. The revs rise. We're in Miami. And we are away. Sam does get away well ahead of Swaggy Kiki, and he takes the lead into turn 1. The Ferrari leads ahead as Bram settles into third. Frosty Life battling away with the Rosiers. The Red Bull has been caught out once again. Bratty Terror at the back. Swaggy Kiki loses the lead then to Sam. Looking further back, it seems like they're all keeping clean as they're wheel to wheel. Noah and Smithy fighting into turn 5 just about, with the Dutch Dodo getting ahead. The two McLarens finishing off the end of the points, and Nathan getting into the top 10 as well. But Red Bull, once again, not the greatest start. It's all kerfuffle. Heading down as a loss of a rear goes to Dutch Dodo, and he's lost positions now to Evan down into P8. So looking further back, Bratty down to 15th then. He got tagged, I believe. Logan up to 13th, and Billy battling away as Evan's making up places ahead of Smithy now. And here comes Noah back for taking places after he lost the rear. Nick, what have you seen?
I was just taking note of, I believe it's one of the first times I've seen most of the grid on the hard tyre, but Samuel up in front, the only driver on the medium tyre. So that would explain his amazing start, but Swaggy Kiki now on the back of him with the ERS. Is he sizing up a move into turn 17? Picking up the slipstream. And he lunges
Yes,
that down
indeed.
the inside.
Swaggy Kiki against Sam on the mediums versus the hards. To end lap 1, they're going to be wheel to wheel. Who's going to lead it? Whatever happens, Sam stays ahead on the mediums, but Swaggy challenging defence. Is he going to send it? No, he's going to wait. Bram was right on the back of Swaggy, but now Swaggy's applying the pressure to Sam. Like you said, Nick, the only runner on the medium compound tyre, and Cosmic the only soft runner. Everyone else on the hard compound tyre. Nathan's in the pit lane. Must have some damage to his car. But yes, they've all pretty much gotten away well. They're all in a train, should I say. No damage or big crashes. Sin Icon then making his way up into 9th. Billy battling away with Cosmic as Smithy now loses the position to Sin. Sin Icon, just like we saw last week, he's on a mission again. And he's now battling with Smithy wheel to wheel, heading through the kinks of the straight, using his ERS. But Smithy's sticking with him as the front guys seem to be staying behind one another. Sin Icon down the inside. Will he leave Smithy any room? Bit of contact there. Smithy runs into the rear of the Red Bull, but Sin Icon has made the move stick, and now he's got to focus on Evan. Will Smithy send it? No, he's going to have to stay behind. Goes very wide. Sin Icon getting so much better exits and entries than Evan, apart from that corner where he completely mounted the curb. But oh, we got a spinner at the back. Cosmic. Not a good day in the office for the Haas once again, who's messed up. I think he's in AI. Right. Seems like everyone's keeping intact. Here we go. Three car battle then. Bratty versus George. Down the inside goes the Red Bull. George is still there though, and he's still going to hang it round. But Bratty, Red Bull, both of them on the move. As Billy's left, if you can get him back in, Nick.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Oh, Bram! Bram has spun into turn 4. He's lost the rear, and that's costing him quite a lot of positions as he's down to 6th, and he might lose 7th. 8th, and maybe even 9th. But he's down into P8 now, right behind Sin Icon, one of his championship rivals now. Him versus the 2 Red Bulls. And at the moment, out of the 3, Sin Icon's the one leading. We've got another yellow. Swaggy's teammate, Nathan now. Billy now losing positions due to his AI. Logan up into the top 10. Smithy now all over the back of the Ferrari, who's blasting his ERS to try and get back up Sin. And here we go, DRS activated on lap 3. Bram versus Sin. No competition for Bram at the moment. He gets back ahead of the Red Bull. And now he's got his eyes set on Evan. Evan and as Smithy has hit the back of Sin. Billy joins back. I think Smithy broke himself, or Sin broke too early. Whatever happened, Sin's been hit. Smithy lives to fight another day, but he's up in 8th. We've got another yellow. Who's that at the back? Is that... Oh, Noah's dropping down places now. It's all happening on the opening laps. So hard to try and find everything. But there we go. Sin back up into 8th. William struggling. As oh, Nathan's just completely cut the corner there. Right, Bram.
Swaggy Kiki.
Oh, what's happening? Yeah, Swaggy. There we go then for the lead of the race. I was saying Bram and Evan are fighting. Now this is for the lead. Sam trying to hold off on those mediums. We've got a yellow at the back. I think that's the Red Bull again. Bratty Terror as Swaggy holds on. Bram dives down the inside of Evan. Evan leaves in the room and Bram gets the move done. Very nice for the Ferrari to get ahead of the McLaren.
5 seconds
It seems
for
like
the
the top
Dutch
2 are
Dodo.
running away with it.
Spinning into the pit
Whatever
lane.
for.
Very
Oh
unfortunate.
no. Right then, that's going to allow Cosmic to get into 13th. George up to 10th. Good on him, but Red Bull in the walls once again. And trying to get back in the war as Frosty Life, keeping within a second of Ferozio's, just not keeping with the front guys. Got another yellow. I think that was Cosmic with a spin. Right, we've seen what tyres everyone's on. See who the biggest gainers are so far. Biggest gainer so far, Logan, from last all the way up to 9th. George following closely. So is Evan. Smithy's back where he was. Bram after that spin. And the top 2 have swapped. So what do you think? Obviously we've got a little glimpse of it right at the start, Nick. But what do you think in terms of strategy here? What do you think Sam's got to do to win? What do you think Swaggy's got to do to win?
They've just got to keep it clean, to be honest. Not ruin their tyres. But at the moment, Swaggy Kiki's pace is immense. He's saving all the... I think he's already saved about... Oh, a little bit of a snap there, though, coming into the final corner. But he's saved about 30% ERS just on this lap. Sam is using it... Oh! Nearly hit in the back there. But yes, Sam...
That was...
Sam is using
that was a bit
everything
too
in
close.
this first sector to stay ahead. 8 tenths now, and we'll see if Sam can gain anything through here. But Swaggy's straight line speed is so immense. He just gains everything back.
The fact he's on a quicker compound, Sam, and the fact... Oh, actually, Swaggy's now dropped to a 2nd here, so it seems like that's where Sam gains.
We'll see where... Already 10th.
Yeah, he's quick on the straights. Very quick on the straight. I'll tell you what, Evan's keeping with Bram pretty well. And so is Logan with Sin Icon. And Billy with... Oh, Billy! No, never mind. I thought Billy was keeping with George. Not the case, as he spins, unfortunately, out of the... Well, challenging for the points, but now definitely no points at the moment. But yes, Swaggy, putting Sam under pressure.
4 tenths on that straight alone. Let's see what he can do into here. The gap is about 4 tenths, but it's nearly just as long. 3 tenths.
I don't think Sam enjoys those mediums. I really don't think a medium is a good tyre choice for the race.
I'm surprised the hards are working well. Usually you have to take a good 10-15 laps for them to bed themselves in. But they seem to be fired up instantly. Swaggy Kiki getting the better exit out of turn 17, around to the final corner, round the outside, across the line, and he's taken the lead.
He has taken the lead. He got the better switchback. Sam can't do anything to fight back. And down the inside into turn 1. He's trying to get the switch back on the Aston Martin. And he's going to try and go around the outside. They're still wheel to wheel. This is brilliant. Sam versus Swaggy into turn 5. Can Sam retake the lead? Yes, he can. But Swaggy's going to try and force him to back into a mistake. The switch galore through all these corners. I'll tell you what, Sam, brilliant, brilliant stuff from him to get back into the lead.
Is Sam going to lose more time if Swaggy Kiki is close enough for the DRS? Or will he wait for that final back straight? I'm not quite sure. He's gaining rapidly as we've got Cosmic Master 5 second in the pit lane. And he's taken the lead back again.
And will Sam sit behind this time? Yes, he will. Few yellows through the trap, but yes, Swaggy takes the lead on lap 6, but Sam will stick with him with his 16% compared to Swaggy's 43. He's used a bit to try and get past, but will Sam try and have another go at him? Obviously, Sam is going to pit before Swaggy! Swaggy! Oh, it was looking so good for the Aston Martin, and he's lost the rear, and I think he has damage.
Yep, the front wing's completely gone. You can be quick, but it doesn't matter if you're making mistakes. And he's got Brown.
I was just about to say, Sam's going to pit before Swaggy, and we're going to have a great strategy on our hands, but it's all gone out the window. Swaggy's going to have to pit onto, I'm guessing, mediums, but yeah, he's going to need a new wing. And it was looking so good for Tier 2's newest pole sitter.
That they had to keep it clean.
Oh.
And he's, unfortunately, he's not done that.
Genuine sadness right there. I genuinely feel for him. Let's hope he can somehow get back into this race. Medium's on. Let's see if he can find that pace that he had. And let's see if he can get back up at about, what, 10 seconds that he's lost now to Sam?
That'll be a massive relief for Sam, though.
Oh, 100%. Let's see if he'll probably get out ahead of Noah. Indeed.
He's
right,
used a lot of ERS, but he can save it back now.
Yeah, I can. Like the guys behind him are on the same amount of ERS, apart from Bram, who's managing to save. But the top 3, all under 20. Ferozia under 10. But we know Sam's tyres are going to die off quicker than the guys behind, so Ferozia will keep him under pressure. Ferozia pressured the leader last time out of Sin Icon. This time it's a Ferrari that he's got to get close behind. Frosty Life currently in 3rd, 4 seconds ahead of this man. Smithy has got past Evan, so he's up in a 5th. Good race so far from the Alpine. Logan keeping tidy up into 7th. Sin trying to get back with the pace in 8th, and his teammates up in a 10th, challenging George, who's up in 9th, as Billy was challenging them, but he spun. So then, let's see if Bratty Terror can get past George. Every point counts in the World Championship, and Bratty's currently losing too many to Bram at the moment. Here we go, DRS open, ERS activated, down the inside of the Alfa Romeo. Can he get the move done? I think he has. George will stick with him. He's actually going to hold it around the outside, and George is not going to let this go as he sticks close behind him, and now he's going to have the DRS, but he's not using his ERS as Bratty's light is flashing, but Bratty has got the move done. As George is going to send it, no, he hasn't got the move done, but he's sent it too deep, and Bratty's going to get back ahead. George, very desperate attempt there to get back into 9th, but it's not going to work. That was a mega send, but it didn't work.
Honestly, what a send, but yeah,
Good
I don't
Bratty
know what universe that was going to work.
Yeah, wow. As he's going very wide. I'm not sure he has, I don't think he has damage, it's just, maybe he's just not enjoying the track as much. Right, Nathan and Cosmic, I think they've just swapped. They're not enjoying the track conditions, I don't think. So, Swaggy, here we go then. The comeback's on for Swaggy then. Gets past Billy. 71%. That is going to be one quick car now. Because he's got quite the gap in front of him to really gain some time now.
Yeah, the amount he's gaining on the leader, yeah.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on that. 30.5 seconds. Considering they're on the same tyres, obviously Swaggy's 6 laps younger. Let's see what it is in a few laps' time. Closest battle on track at the moment. No one's actually within a second, I guess, besides Evan to Smithy. And there we go. And George, I guess, to Bratty. Oh, the battle for last then. We saw an Aston Martin overtaking a McLaren, and now we see an Aston Martin getting past the Haas. So, Sam extending his advantage to Rosia then. 2 seconds now. Seems like the gap's pretty spread out between the top guys. Swaggy, there we go. Fastest lap of the race for the Aston Martin. It's reminiscent of Frosty Life at USA, Bram at Singapore, and I think we have found the special track that we know Swaggy Kiki is best at. I can't remember if he raced here last season. I don't believe he did. But yeah, let's just hope he doesn't make any more mistakes, because that one into the last straight really cost him a lot. Let's check. 29.6. He's already gained a whole second, Nick. And it's not even been a lap.
Crazy stuff.
This is not over. he can still come back into these. He's going to make another stop because he's 100% not making those mediums to the end. But maybe he can put another set on of mediums. What he needs really is a safety car, and there's a yellow from Cosmic.
Just as you said.
Yeah. Commentator's curse is strong. Oh, he's left.
I'll try get him.
I don't know if he's probably quit.
I'll send him an invite and he can take the opportunity.
Cheers. But if he doesn't join back, then he's obviously quit. And, well, that's one less car to cause a safety car. Nathan, once again, supporting that ERS issue that's always on our screens, 0%. He's just got it on the entire time. Noah has been struggling with pace. Not been happy with the track. Down in 13th at the moment on the mediums. Swaggy, wow, he's... Right, here we go then. He overtook Billy, now he's overtaking George. George tries to switch on the Aston Martin. Nothing he can do because that Aston Martin is clearly the quickest car on track. He's using his ERS though, George. He wants to get back at the Aston Martin, who's using his ERS. He's being smart here. He knows George will try and keep with him. His Cosmic's back in. That's great to see that he didn't quit. And that is another move then for Swaggy Kiki. George trying everything. Look at that. He's going very wide to try and get a better exit. But he's just not got the grip to try and challenge. Let's see the gap now. 27.6. He's taken, what, 3 seconds in 2 laps?
Guys on smoke.
It is not over one bit for the Aston Martin. I mean, he still has a lot of traffic in front, but pit stop windows will be coming in soon. Coming soon. So yeah, let's go back to the front. Sam will start lap 11. Rosie's kept the pace at pretty much how it was. Frosty's dropping off a bit. Bram isn't really gaining, but he's keeping the pace constant with the leaders. Smithy's pretty much creating a 2-horse race with the top 4 and then the rest being 9 seconds behind. 1 second behind is Evan. 2 seconds behind is Logan. 4 for Sin. And look at this 3-car battle. Swaggy Kiki is fighting 2 of the main championship protagonists at the moment in this championship battle. And he's got Bratty Terror in front of him. So here we go then. He's just got so much more pace. That was a breeze. I'm guessing Bratty just let him through. Whatever the case, Swaggy's ahead. 1 down, 1 to go. And he'll get DRS from Sin, who won't have DRS from anyone else. And I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the straight in sector 2, he gets past him. Bratty knew that wasn't his fight, which is fair of him. Just has to stick behind and hope he tows him along. But yes, here comes Swaggy Kiki, 65 compared to 14. I don't think it's any competition as Sin nearly hits the wall. Here we go then, DRS open, and that is another move for Swaggy Kiki. It's an absolute pleasure to see such a driver that we haven't really seen fighting like this ever before, to just randomly in one race show some kind of performance like this. Who's got the gap now down to 25.5 seconds. So he's gained 5 seconds. That's incredible pace. Move after move. Billy, George, both Red Bulls. And now he's got Logan in his sights with a little 3-car battle for Smithy as Billy's got a 3 second. Seems like everyone at the back is getting pens. Cosmic's in. I'm guessing he's serving a penalty. The 2 Red Bulls, they're fighting. Are they going to let each other through, or is there going to be a bit of a Baku 2018 situation here? George slowing down, I think, with Billy battling him. Right, here comes Billy, moving out the way. Are they slowing down? I have no idea. What else can you see, Nick?
Nothing. I'm just spectating Swaggy Kiki at the moment. 24.1 seconds.
Billy's just completely let Noah through. He's lost like a whole 2 seconds. And wait, okay. Yeah, George and Billy are doing something here. Yeah, I don't know what it is exactly, but anyway, moving on. Right, blue flag's waving. I'm guessing that's for Cosmic Master holding up the 3-car train of Smithy, Evan and Logan. And soon to join that, Swaggy Kiki, like you said, Nick. The gap, 23.7. I did say, at this corner, he's lost about 10 seconds from hitting the wall to changing his front wing. Sam stays out, starts lap 13. Surely he'll be coming in this lap. Swaggy's got DRS on Logan. Will he send it? Or will he just stay behind? We got a yellow. He does send it. George is out.
Billy round. Yep. Big incident
Yep, that's
at the
going to be a
chicane.
safety car. No, it's a VSC. What are they doing? Well, whatever happened, it's a VSC. And luckily, the guys have all passed the pit lane, so their idiocy doesn't change the race. Don't know what they were doing, really. They were just slowing down a lot. Whatever's happened, Billy's lost. Oh, it's now a safety car. So all that hard work from Swaggy will help him a bit. I think if Bram pits, he could still get out ahead of him, but we've been denied. Good strategy here from Swaggy to fight back. Don't know what Billy and Smithy. Billy's out as well. Smithy's had a spin. Right, so Billy's crashed on the final corner. Smithy's had a spin under the safety car, and that's dropped him from 5th to 8th, which promotes Swaggy to 7th. Evan finds himself where he finished last time out in 5th. He's got the lap car of Cosmic in front of him. Billy's left. Right, and that will surely help everyone who's on 12 lap old tyres into the pit lane. Ferrari will have to stack here a bit, but there's a big enough gap, but obviously the game will still acknowledge it as a stack. Right, so Sam will put the hards on and the rest will put the mediums on. This has saved Sam once again, I think. He actually might get held up a bit from Frosty. Comes out the pit. No, he won't, because Mercedes is in front of Ferrari. Right.
I wonder if Bram will get a little bit held up. Yeah, he will. That rear jack man just standing there like it's a Sunday morning.
Right, Swaggy.
Well,
yeah, I thought he would do what I thought he would do. He's come into the pits as well. So annoying. He could have put softs on at this rate. Right, like we thought. Now it's the opposite. Oh, it was massive lock of the brakes from Horosia there. Right, Logan medium. Swaggy putting the hards on. So it might be a compound harder, but like we saw in this early stages of the race, he still challenged Sam on mediums compared to him on hards.
I believe he might have gone for the harder tyre strategy.
Oh, Nathan.
5 seconds for corner cutting. You what, mate?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, I think he's just completely cut the chicane. Anyway, yeah, I believe he must have gone on to the harder strategy, because that's 2 sets of hards now.
Yeah. Surely.
So, very interesting call. Personally, for me, I always just go balanced. I think that's the safest option.
Yeah, I've never changed it from that. But anyway, we're going to have a bit of a different race. Oh, as Frosty nearly hits the back of Rosie there. We're going to have a bit of a different race now. Sam under pressure from 4 guys behind him who have medium tyres. So he's not got the advantage this time. And Erosia is going to put more pressure on him than ever before so far this race. And then Logan's got Swaggy to deal with. Sam. What's happened there?
Yeah, a bit of lag there, I think. Sam on my screen just lagged backwards.
If any Tier 2 drivers are watching this stream, you did it perfectly in Baku. Stay in single file this time, and Sam better lead the restart in a safe manner. No speeding up or slowing down. The safety car will be in, I believe, next lap, but obviously they've got to wait for Nathan. Cosmic is lapped. Cosmic is in between Swaggy and Smithy. So no threat behind from Swaggy then. Smithy onwards. They've got a lap car between them. Red Bull have a lot to gain. Considering penalties aren't the biggest thing around here, they exist. What's happening now? Right. Let's hope Sam and Erosia stop lagging. Just past half race distance. We've lost Billy and George. No idea why they were tired. I guess they just gave up, having a bit of fun. I mean, it's changed the race, but it's annoying. Thing is, the same thing happened in Abu Dhabi last season. When we thought, oh, we got a safety car and we'll have like 5 laps of running, the championship on the line, blah blah blah, and then heading into turn 9, Billy and George and someone else, I think Seb got involved, but not like actually on purpose for him. They just straight lined the corner and brought out another safety car, which led us with 2 laps left. I mean, at the time, fair enough, it was a good spectacle, but this kind of just ruined it. But anyway, still a very interesting and entertaining Grand Prix ahead of us. Safety car should be in this lap. Nathan just about has caught up. We've got 3 drivers on hards, Noah, Swaggy and Sam. Yes, I was right. Everyone else on mediums, so I can switch it back to pens. Right, are you ready, Nick?
Absolutely. Let's hope T2. Oh, Hiroja, I beg you don't, mate. He's already
No, he's
had
not
a nibble.
He's not alongside at the moment. Oh,
Oh, I think that
right,
was
he's got a
pretty much
5.
alongside. And
Now
that's
he is
that's
alongside.
Hiroja, mate. How many times do we
Get
have to
it
tell
through
you?
your skull. He's even hitting like. I think that's like, I don't even know. Right, Sam goes then from Erosia from Frosty Life. Bram didn't exactly keep close. I think everyone else kept behaved well. As Bratty's in, I think he's got damage from hitting Evan and speeding in. It's just getting bad to worse. As Swaggy makes a move on Logan, then he's already starting. As Logan can't do anything. Hirosia.
Losing nearly over a second already.
Yeah, indeed. Second gap for Sam then, as Swaggy is up into 6th place, as Cosmic has to give places
and Hiroja,
in the blue flags.
Snap.
Oh, wow, he's really struggling now. Here comes Frosty Life down the inside. Are they going to spin? Frosty Life just keeps his nose in there, wheel to wheel. Hirosia is really not enjoying this as he's banged wheels with the Mercedes. And here comes Swaggy Kiki as there's a 3-way fight. Could Bram get both of them? We've seen a few double overtakes from the Ferrari driver. There's one. And now he's in the slip of the Alfa Romeo. And he could make it too. No, he gets squeezed out of room. Frosty sends it back down the inside, and he can't quite make the move. Bram seizes that opportunity to go down the inside, and here comes Swaggy Kiki to maybe overtake. No, can't quite get Frosty Life at the moment, but he's watching this all unfold. He wants them to know he's there, and he's not out of this race at the moment. Through the corner where he did make that mistake. 87% using it. They're all using it. 1.5 seconds out in front then for Sam. It's been a dream restart for him. Hirosia will definitely be under investigation. Depends if anyone decides to report it, I guess. And then Bram follows from Frosty, getting ahead then. Smithy gets ahead of Logan. Oh, Logan's been hit by, I think, Evan. I'm not sure if the brothers have collided there or Cosmic's been unghosted, but Logan's not gonna like that. Jason up to 7th. Ahead of Evan. Let's see. Now Evan's careful of his braking. Don't know what happened there. Right, Logan, Bratty and Cosmic all out of the points at the moment. Swaggy, 3.4 off the lead. 12 laps to go. Let's see what he can do. A compound's harder than the guys in front, so it kind of levels things out a bit. But we'll see. DRS gets activated on the next lap, and we'll see who uses the most DRS. I'll tell you what, we know who's using the most. Hirosia. Down to 27. Trying to keep with Sam as he's got the gap down to 1.2. It just increases, really, throughout the top 5. But, yeah, Swaggy Kiki versus Frosty Life. Belgian versus Dutch. Getting so close to the wall is Frosty Life. Trying to get close back and ahead of Bram. Fighting for a podium. Props to Smithy though. He's been, besides that spin under the safety car, he's kept with the front guys. I mean, obviously he's going to lose time. He just doesn't have the pace to match them at the moment. But yeah, he's getting solid points, which is great to see. Consistency is there. So Swaggy's right. No, wait, that looked closer than on that angle. No, I'll tell you what. Erosia's right on the back of Sam as he sets the fastest lap. We got a yellow. I think that's cleared now. But yeah. Top 5 closing in on each other, Nick.
Yep, absolutely. This race is going to be heating up towards the end. Let's see what Swaggy Kicking can do, to be honest, because he's on those hard tyres and he's not really made any gains.
Well, he got past Smithy, but yeah. Obviously the guys in front are much quicker, but DRS activates this lap. Hirozio using all his ERS to try and get close to Sam and maybe overtake him. Right, here we go then. What about Swaggy? He's got so much straight line speed compared to Frosty Life. Only clocking 204 mile an hour is the Mercedes compared to Swaggy on I think 209 or 10. But Evan, I think, has just lost a place to Noah. But yeah, here comes Hirozio. It's all over the back of Sam. Like we said, those mediums versus the hard compound tyres. It's going to make overtaking that much more easy for the Alfa Romeo compared to the Ferrari. 0%, he's got nothing left. But Sam has been using his. Are we going to see a send from the Alfa Romeo? No, not quite. He's going to hold it for now. What about these guys behind? It's a clear set fight at the moment. Fight for the win. Fight for the podium.
Hirozio's going to size up and move into turn 1, but he's nearly lost the rear there.
Is he going to send it? He tries
it. He shows the nose.
Nah, not quite. Nothing changing further backwards. And yeah, fight for the top 5. Swaggy, no! He's got caught on the curb again. I literally caught that as well. And once again, another mistake from Swaggy loses him so much. Down to P8, maybe even 9th. Here comes Evan. Will he stick his nose in there? No, he backs off. Good on him. But now, Swaggy's nearly with his teammate. And now, 5 becomes 4. Battle for first, battle for third. Right, here comes Hirozio again. He's getting feisty. He's under investigation, I believe. From the restart, here we go down the inside. Goes the Alfa Romeo.
Oh!
Sam will easily switch back. That was a George send. Alfa Romeo is making mad sends today. And they're never working, clearly. He's really impatient and he really wants to get this move done. Wants to get that second win. Wants to redeem himself from last season when he just missed out on the win. It's against these, but here we go then. He seems much closer this time round. Sam not using his ERS, holding station, holding fire, and it might pay off, but for now, Hirozio takes the lead of the Miami Grand Prix. Will Sam hold it round the outside? Will he switch back on the Alfa Romeo? That's what he's going to try and do. Frosty can't get past Bram, and yeah, on the hards, Sam just can't get close enough to Hirozio. Hirozio on lap 19, starts lap 20 in the lead. And here comes Frosty Life. Can't quite do anything. And Swaggy already making moves past Noah. Let's see what he can salvage. He just... he lost it on such a corner that a lot of people have made mistakes on. You got to feel for the guy, but mistakes cost you a lot, and he's made quite a few. But 9 laps, tier 2, anything can happen still. Not going well for Bratty, P12. Sin, still keeping alive, P6. I think P5 might be on the cards for him. Here comes Sam then. He's going to challenge Hirozio. After Hirozio sent it on him here, Hirozio holds it this time round the outside. Wheel to wheel, nearly making contact. Hirozio keeps that car just ahead of the Ferrari. Great battling so far, making sure not to make any actual contact. Oh, that might be a warning for the Alfa Romeo, but it's getting desperate now, and mistakes are going to show soon as Smithy... there we go. The mistakes are shown because Smithy's now got a 3-second, and if there is any more safety cars, he's going to drop far down the order. We got a yellow. I think that's Nathan. Not close enough. What about Frosty Life? Is he close enough to mount a move on Bram? Can't quite do it. He's broke very late. It's not going to give it the greatest exit against the Ferrari. And Nick, if you were in Sam's situation on a compound harder, not got barely any RS to challenge Hirozio, what do you do to regain the lead?
We've just got to hang back at this point, and those mediums, you never know, could be dying off towards the end. We've still got 9 laps from now, 8 laps after this. So these mediums could drop off at any point from them. They've already done 7 laps. So going on...
Yeah, I was just wondering, yeah.
You know, towards 15 laps... Those
16 laps on mediums?
Yeah, 15, 16 laps. These hard tyres will really come into their own. Save for Swaggy and the Dutch Dodo, but he's obviously got a few more laps on those tyres.
And obviously, they did spend a few of those laps under safety car, so it does help. But Frosty just has no straight line speed compared to Bram. That Mercedes has definitely been built up towards... as Swaggy gets past Sin. built up towards more downforce than straight line speed. Right, there's another move then. Swaggy at the moment in 5th because of Smithy's penalty. He's making his way back up, and if the top guys fight just enough, who knows what could happen. Here we go, using his ERS. Can Frosty finally get past Bram, as Sam is nearly a second behind the Alfa Romeo? No, Frosty just... yeah, even with DRS and ERS, Bram's lapping the exact... going the exact same speed as the Mercedes. He's just going to need to put him under pressure, find a weakness for the championship leader to steal points off him. At the moment, it's not working for him. And I wonder if Sam does keep continuing to lose pace, will the Ferraris swap even? Ferrari, who lost the championship lead in the Constructors to Red Bull. Red Bull are having a mare at the moment. Only Sin is getting points at the moment. And he might challenge Swaggy, but I don't think he will. Yeah, it looks like Ferrari will take back the lead. But then again, 7 laps to go. Anything can happen. Cosmic down in 13th. He might be retiring from this race, or might be going for fastest lap. Bratty's going to be hoping and praying there's a safety car. Otherwise, his race is over. And Swaggy slowly but surely gaining on Smithy then. But on the hard compound tyres, it's just not the kind of comeback he had in mind compared to when he was on the mediums compared to everyone on the hards. %16% compared to 25% as Logan gets past Evan, the two brothers battling. Evan is trying to get past the Williams. As Frosty, he's going to need to send it somewhere, somehow, on that Ferrari if he wants this podium. And Evan riding the curb once again. That's not going to help him get anywhere close to Logan. Williams scoring points, but they're going to be only 6 at the moment. So Rosia, that's something we haven't actually talked about. If Frosty can't get past Bram and Swaggy can't get close to them in the end, a Ferrari 1-2 is still on the cards here because Horosia, well, someone needs to report it, I guess, but Horosia definitely was going alongside Sam at multiple points at that restart. I don't think he just I don't think just the concept goes through his head. Like, we haven't said it enough, I don't think, for him, or he just doesn't read the chats. He always is a bit different, like when we asked him to serve a quali ban, he just retired from the session, and blah, 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 blah. But, yeah. He needs to understand restarts, because he can't do them still. Right, Swaggy gets past Smithy. Pretty easy move. It looks like 5th might be the best he can do today. If he can gain 7 seconds in 6 laps. That'd be quite the stint. But yeah, Frosty's lost a lot of time to Bram. Outside of a second. Sam's slowly but surely been gaining back at Erosia. Like you said, Nick, the mediums might be wearing off.
Yeah, the mediums might be dying off now.
And like you always say, the hards do have a second life to them.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on Swaggy as well. See how much he's gaining, but I think he's just lost more and more time.
His gap to lead is 11.3 off the lead. And that's clocking down very quickly. 11.1. He's got a yellow. Oh, it's Noah. I believe he's alright. Oh, Horosia! Oh, there's a battle for the lead. Horosia gets a penalty. Oh, and he spun Sam. What's happened there? Not the kind of battle we were expecting. Sam was closing back in on Erosia. Erosia must have made a mistake for them to be wheel to wheel in set to 1. Whatever's happened, it's left Sam in a spin. It's left Erosia with a penalty. And it's left Bram now in net winning race position. And Frosty's completely lost. Tyres, Cosmic's crashed. That might be a safety car. Hold your breath. Oh, he's carried on. Wait, what?
I think he's retired on track.
Yeah, he's retired on track. Yeah. Okay, so that completely opens up the race again. Did you see what happened, Nick? Or
no, not at all. I just saw that they had swapped positions. I go on board and then I just see Sam being put into a
Sam won't be happy with that. I think the tyres have completely fallen off for Frosty though. Fastest lap still goes to Erosia by a good half a second. Oh no, by a good tenth of a
Swaggy
Swaggy.
Kiki though, 2 seconds
Yeah.
to the leader in the last lap. So that incident,
Well, obviously the incident helped, but yeah,
yeah,
he's now on the back of Sam. So he could still find himself P4 because he's got plenty of ERS to burn compared to Sam. He will probably get him by the end of the straight. That's very deep though for the Aston Martin. Right, and Bram's job now, stay within 3 seconds of Horosia. Or even better yet, just stay within 8 because he could still get penalised. Williams battling as well. Wonder if they'll swap positions. If Logan thinks he has more pace. It's gone up a bit though, Swaggy, compared to Sam
yeah,
there. I mean, they're on the same
indeed.
tyre this time, so.
Just checking for any damage. Because the
So,
pace of Swaggy is really slowed down, and this race that is very unlikely.
well, he is on, like I said, on a slower compound compared to the top guys, but their tyres should be wearing off as well.
Yeah, they should be about equal
Even
by
more.
now, I'd say.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, as we see the sparks fly through the chicane. Sam was leading. Horosia was leading. Sam was slowly gaining back. It was 7 tenths. Sin's got a penalty now, but he's 7 seconds clear of the next car. He had a gap, and then as Noah's now got a penalty. Great, that should lose him probably to 10th. Where was I? Yeah. So Sam was keeping the gap at 7 tenths, and then he just must have made a mistake through turn 4 or 5 for Horosia to be wheel to wheel with him, and then Horosia just, at first glance, just spun him. Like, what do you make of that, Nick? Whose fault?
I don't have a clue. I mean, just seeing the notifications from the chat, some people believe that Hiroshima just went off the track and left no space, but
I
I
think
only
I
just
think he did
caught it
go over the
right at the
curb.
end. Yeah, but
Yeah, so when all 4 wheels off, and then it could be classed as a dangerous rejoin, or
yeah, we'll soon see if Sam decides to take the action to report it, which I think he probably will.
oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, it's getting dangerously close. 3 seconds between Erosia and Bram. Then again, those 3 warnings that lead up to that penalty for Erosia, one of them could be not too fair, and he could maybe get it retracted, but he needs his full race director to do that. As the Williams swap, Logan versus Noah, they're just having a bit of fun now, I think. But they do need to kind of tow each other along a bit to get out 3 seconds from Evan, which they've done at the moment. Just about. Right, 3 laps to go then. As soon as Erosia starts, lap 27. The gap at 2.9 as Swaggy gets past Sam. Sam will try to fight it with a switchback. They're still wheel to wheel, the Aston and the Ferrari. The Aston loses the rear
Ooh.
again, but just saves it. But this will allow Sam, using every little bit of ERS he has, as Swaggy's now under 10%. Can't quite get past. So Swaggy up in a 4th then. It's been coming, and now he gets past. Let's see if he can actually maintain it. No mistakes now. And they've got past turn 3 pretty well, but Sam is going to come back at him. And we'll wait until the straight to see if he can do that. Here we go then, ERS, and soon to be DRS. Swaggy's using all he has. Sam's using everything he's got, and now got nothing left. So here comes Sam. Can he challenge back on Swaggy? Will he have a mega send? No, can't quite do it. Picking his moment. That wasn't the right one. Oh, gets right up to the back of Swaggy. That could have so easily been a spin. But yeah, it's good racing between these two as Bratty and Nathan now swapping positions. I think the fastest lap steal is in order, as the gap is now 3.003 between the top two. Bram really needs to try and keep this under 3 seconds. Horosia won the opening round, Bram won the next 2 rounds, and then Sin Icon won round 4. Well, now Horosia and Bram are fighting for win number 2 and win number 3 of the season. Bram wants to extend his advantage, Horosia wants to close the gap, but after a race full of incidents for him, well, some incidents for him. The safety car and the thing with Sam, it's not looking good. As Bram and Nathan are not really fighting for anything, they're fighting for 11th. There's 100% no chance of a safety car now. It's 2.6 now. Bram has been pushing, closing the gap, and now he's really got it back under 3 seconds. Sam just can't get close enough. Nick, do you mind doing me a favour and checking the warnings for Bram, Frosty and Swaggy and Sam?
Will do. Right.
Thank you very much.
Bram.
Because they're all pretty much separated by 2-ish.
2 warnings.
Interesting.
Swaggy
2 warnings
is a clean little man.
No warnings for him.
Is
Sam on the back.
Sam's got 1 warning.
That should be fine. They're all gaining on each other a bit now. Frosty's found a bit of pace.
Frosty Life
on the
2
mediums
warnings.
though. So Bram and Frosty on 2 warnings as we start the final lap. 2.6 is the gap. So Bram just needs to keep it under 3 seconds and the win will be his. Because I don't think he's been involved in anything today, but he has to make sure not to get a penalty in doing so. Sam will take it all the way to the line against Swaggy, but he's just not close enough to try and mount a move. None of them are in the clear yet, because no one's over 3 seconds ahead. Smithy will come home in a very good P6. Sin Icon, respected P7. 6 points for Red Bull. It's not going to be enough against Ferrari. But at the moment, this is where Bram gains. 2.5. It wasn't that low last lap, and it was very close when they started the last lap. So this isn't over just yet. It's going to be right until the end as we watch one final battle between Bratty and Nathan. He's going to send it down the inside. Nathan leaves enough room. Frosty! Like we thought! There it is! Frosty's got a penalty on the last lap. And this could drop him down to 5th. This could give Swaggy Kiki a podium. And now, when Sam realises he's fighting Swaggy for a podium and he's got a really good exit, has the Ferrari. And now it's going to be Swaggy versus Sam for the final podium place as Nathan, his teammate, has spun out. It looks like Bram's going to keep within 3 seconds, but now this is hotting up. Sam has got nothing left. He's going to have a mega send if he wants this first podium of his career, but Swaggy wants it as well. Sam can't quite do anything. Swaggy's going to hold off. Horosia crosses the line, but Bram behind him will win the Miami Grand Prix. Frosty Life got a penalty on the last lap, and that means Swaggy Kiki gets onto the podium. What a comeback for the Aston Martin. Sam, P4, Frosty on the last lap. He'll be gutted that he got that penalty. Finishes 5th. And it may not be the end because Swaggy may even get promoted to P2. And Sam may still get his first podium if Horosia gets a 5-second penalty. But at the moment, Bram has won the Miami Grand Prix. Smithy, 6th. Sin Icon, 7th. Logan, 8th. His teammate behind him, 9th. And Evan, P5 on debut. And still scoring more points, P10. But something happened with Swaggy's teammate Nathan there to be spun at turn 1. It's going to be a very, very disappointing result for Red Bull. As it comes around the final couple corners, it's going to be no points for Bratty Terror. Comes across the line, and he is not going to be happy with that. He'll go again, Imola, next time out. But yeah, not happy as Nathan crosses the line. Well then, Nick, that got a little hectic towards the end.
It did indeed. I mean, don't expect any less from Tier 2, but I can say an entertaining race from start to finish. One with chaotic moments, but one with also some strategic and well thought, which can be very unusual for Tier 2 at times. But well done to all drivers, well done to Bram, of course. Building himself up from Baku, and Swaggy Kiki, I think, although he had a couple spins, definitely my driver of the weekend.
Oh, 100%. Swaggy Kiki, driver of quali, and I'd still like a driver of the race. But Bram kept his head clean. The cool head won that one. And once again, it's been Bram who takes his 5th win in EXFL Tier 2. climbing up the ranks. He's now fourth in the all-time list. The fastest lap though does go to Rosia. I don't think that's something no one else can take. Bratty and Nathan tried it, but alas, did not get it. And yeah, Bram, third win out of 5. He's still the one to beat. But Sam helping him in the constructors get back into the lead. And yes, Sam and Erosio exchanging words of what happened in that incident. And yeah, what a great race in terms of battles and pace and surprises. Obviously, it got a little chaotic, but that's tier 2 for you. But Swaggy Kiki, I mean, it may not have been the win, but at least he got a podium, and it may still even be P2. Erosio saying he deserves the win. I don't really think that's fully deserved, but it, fair enough. But I think Swaggy also deserved it. Bram deserved it. Sam definitely deserved it, but yeah, the collision just kind of unfolded it all. Anyway, let's get Bram in the party. Let's get if Erosio wants to join. There we go, he's in. If you include your audio, Bram?
Yeah.
Brownie Lang, you have just won the Miami Grand Prix. The cool head came out on top, and you, my friend, were the coolest of them. How do you feel?
I feel absolutely amazing. Oh my god, did not expect this. I didn't. I was a sitting duck. But the sitting duck keeps calm and wins. Let's go. Oh, I'm so happy.
Indeed, your third win of the season, your 5th overall, puts you 4th on the all-time list. Like I was just saying, you are really the one to beat in terms of consistency and just keeping control out there, maximising, no penalties, keeping good pace, and yeah, not really much else to say. Nick, can you add anything to that, or?
No, like you said, like Bram, you just had a very cool head today, and although we had a couple ups and downs, you kept your head screwed on, and look where that got you. P1 in the Miami Grand Prix. Well done. From last week, you know, we saw you a little bit down and struggled a lot,
Oh.
but you brought yourself
Oh, no.
back up to the top, and you know, you're showing why you should be one of the championship contenders this season. So well done.
May I add something to that? I want to thank my race engineer and my strategist, Thijs and Jack. They helped me a lot and they told me what to do. I only had to drive. And I want to say, Callum, we all feel for you. If you want to talk, you can. We're not just a league, we are friends. This one was for you, mate.
Very good sportsmanship from you, mate. Yeah, could we just maybe get your thoughts on what you thought about? Because I think you were behind them at the time, the restart with Erosia and Sam.
To be honest, I didn't pay
Did you
much
not see it?
attention.
Oh, okay.
I touched the rear wing of Frosty Life, that's all I know.
Oh yeah, you were actually quite far behind him at the restart. Now that I
Yeah,
remember it.
because of that reason, yeah.
Never mind then. But yeah, was there any other moments during the race? I think you had a little battle with Frosty Life.
Frosty Life was behind me. Sadly enough, he just did not have the straight line speed to overtake me. So that's sad for him. He's a very good driver, and I wish I could have battled him. Because battling is, of course, what we are here for. Not for the win, for the fun. And
What was it like in like the final stages where it was so close to being 3 seconds? At one point, it was over 3 seconds. Like what was going through your head in the final laps?
it's all on stream, but I basically just told everyone to shut the fuck up in the party. Oh, to be quiet in the party. I'm really sorry. To be really
That's fine.
quiet in the party and let me concentrate. And it really helped. And I lost time in sector 2 and 3, but I gained like 6 tenths in sector 1, which really
That's
gave me
what
the
we
win.
noticed. Yeah, every lap it would go down to 2.4ish sector 1, and then it would go up a bit. But yeah, that's the final thing I would say. Looks like team like inner team building has been improved between you, Thies, and Jack, which is great to see. Communication getting better. That's great. So we will see you next time in Imola then in 7 days'
I'm
time
not racing.
at Italy, and you are not racing. So you've done the most you can tonight, and the others will try and gain ground on Bram. But yeah, real opportunity next time out then. But then you'll come back in Spain and then see what you've got.
Aiming
But yeah,
for
that's been
P2.
me. Never aim for P2, mate. Right. Nick, any last words?
No, just well done, Bram.
Technically, that is our last word, but yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
my bad. Well done, Bram.
in a bit.
Well done.
But
Right,
Well
that's
done.
been the Miami Grand Prix then. We'll see you next time for Imola.